Hey guys, my name is Claire Anderson Gilead. It's so nice to sort of meet you in person. Thanks for clicking on this video. Here is my composition that I made. Before I get started explaining my creation process, just really quickly, I wanted to talk about the hands in this composition. Were all drawn by me. That is not because I'm an artist, obviously. But when I was looking at the free iStock images that are available for commercial use through Word, I was not able to find anything other than white people or white hands. And I found this lack of diversity, lack of accessibility to diverse images really disturbing, and something I just wanted to point out at the very beginning of my video, just to be aware of. So first, I wanted my composition to represent some of the things that I think making values, which then makes it valuable for integration into college curricula. So I think making values collaboration across disciplines, between students, and between students and teachers. I tried to represent this by several hands, helping to accomplish a single project, as you can see there. I also tried to represent a multi-modal approach and alternative forms of composing, and then interdisciplinary work, like across disciplines, by the different tools that the hands are holding. I think making also values inclusivity. In Lazo et al.'s article, they mentioned that the power of collage lies in its oppositional and reconstructive force for envisioning multiplicity and alternative forms of identity within a particular dominant culture. So although Lazo's group also mentions ways that fragmentation and collage is problematic, through this quote, we can see that one possibility of alternative forms of composing, like collage, which I do here, is that it creates space for students to express opposition to dominant social and political narratives through a medium that can be shared and hopefully invite change. This is why I chose to do a partial collage format for making my composition. So this leads into my last point of a main thing that I think making values, which is change. In his article, Bruce says that making engages individuals in proactively changing their surroundings using available means and technology, and that's available on page 33. So I tried to encapsulate this in my collage through the scrap wording on the page, change what is to what should be. I gained a lot of things from doing this assignment. I always do. But I think something that can be achieved from alternative composing strategies, and here I'm going to borrow from the words of So-Yen Lee, when they said that these kind of writing assignments, alternative forms of writing assignments, offer direct links to social justice, encourage students from linguistically, culturally, and racially diverse backgrounds to better express their ideas, and builds literate agency in students, which they can then apply to discipline-specific writing contexts. You can find all of those kind of bullet points on page 15 of Lee's article, by the way. So these thoughts I attempted to communicate in my project through the holistic phrase I modge-podged together on the paper, which is create to collaborate, connect ideas, people, disrupt, and change what is to what should be. So I think that is a motto that kind of encapsulates to me what alternative composing means and should look like, and can accomplish. So finally, you're probably wondering about the GIF on the side because it just like really doesn't quite fit. But I did want to put in kind of a visual representation of one of the challenges of this mode of composing that I chose, which is collage. So I chose to make a collage, which is highly visocentric. It favors people who can see, whereas people who are visually impaired or blind will have a really hard time, I think, kind of grasping all of the different aspects of this collage. So the GIF, "I can't hear you," implies that without an additional dimension of audio, projects like this one can be exclusionary of certain groups, preventing all from being able to collaborate, and I think that is a weakness. So overall, my experience making this was honestly super difficult. It took me like a really long time to make this, even though you probably can't tell. I took a lot of time scouring available resources. I'm just not familiar with the digital frontier, I guess. And I really had to think hard about what concepts I wanted to integrate into my collage and what I holistically wanted them to express. I specifically chose to do a collage rather than something more related to my final project idea, which is sound writing, because I wanted to see the benefits of writing forms that heavily favor those who can see, whereas sound writing obviously generally favors those who can hear really well. So I think appreciating both sides will help me to create a final project that is hopefully more accessible and inclusive for everybody. I did create an alternative composition more closely related to my own project goals, and I will include a link of that down below my video for you guys if you're interested in looking at it. It's kind of more of a prototype, but I did want to see how this would look audio-wise. Anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, I guess like, comment, subscribe below. I really look forward to seeing your feedback and hearing from you. All right, thank you, everybody. I'll stop sharing and bye.